Yo, what up, what up? We're back at it again, and last night, late stream, doing Climber Syndicate on, boy, what was the map? Oh, the old faithful St. Mary-Glise. So, yeah, they took a tough one last night. They lost after taking the midpoint, which was the church, and they held for about an hour, but there was just this one big play that happened. You guys can watch it back. I posted it last night. Precision strike landed and took out both 76s on the point, and basically gave Climber like a huge advantage. They rushed the tanks in. They took complete advantage of that opportunity and pushed Syndicate out. And, you know, too late in the match to come back. You know, you're down tanks. Infantry was able to get boxed out. So, yeah, Climber's for real. So they're a pretty good team. But let's see, going forward, we've got 82nd, which is the team that we're playing today. And the map is Carentan, as you can see. Well, this isn't Carentan, that's Hospice on SME, but Carentan, another like major meta map. And let's see. We got most people in already for Syndicate, waiting on the 82nd squad to show up. We're about 8 minutes pre-match, so we got a little bit of time. The midpoint will be train station, which is the midpoint to the south. And in terms of what does that favor? Is it an infantry only kind of strong point? It's actually a little bit of both. It's tanks, because there's a lot of long lanes along that rail. Excuse me. And then, you know, the infantry do have backyards and whatnot to get in. I like the point. It's very balanced. In terms of the other points, I'm not sure. Last night we had the map set up where it was a straight line across the middle. And the reason why we can do that is because of this right here in U16. Well, actually, no, it was update 15.3, I should say. They came out with a custom layout, and this has been like a godsend. I mean, we weren't sure in the beginning if it would really work, but you know what? It's definitely something that the community's gotten used to, and they know how to operate the thing, and there's no issues with it. I think it does wonders for competition. It makes everything balanced. Maps that normally just, if you couldn't control the midpoint, you didn't even think about it. Like, you would absolutely ban, you know, Foy, because you couldn't even think about playing on West Bend. So some new maps will be in the rotation. In other news, I woke up this morning to a notification saying that the seasonal is coming, and it's official. It'll be the first week in February, and the format is unique. I mean, they're trying to make it to where the two top dogs in this Hell Let Loose scene, you know, kind of like, I don't know. They're still going to get their shine. Don't get it wrong. They're still going to play. It's just that they're not going to play as often. I think they get a bye basically until week 5, so it allows the other teams to play, and you know, because they're. Let me just tell you, at the top, the air is very thin up there. I mean, the talent at the top is so much better than the other teams. So I think the Orga did a nice job of trying to, you know, compromise. I guess it's a compromise, really, to allow the other teams a chance to not get steamrolled, right? In previous editions of seasonal, you know, teams, at least in the staging phase of the tournament, would get just lambasted 5-0'd in like 30 minutes or less. And, you know, they're looking to eliminate that. And I think with this format, and I wish I had it, I only just read it over briefly this morning. I'll show you guys on the next cast what exactly that looks like. But I like it. It's a step in the right direction. Other things that hopefully get addressed are the roster. Right now, I think the roster is set at 150, which I think is way too high. Personally, I think if they knocked 50 off of that, made it 100, it gives 50 players, within the community that would be rostered on the team an opportunity to play for another. So, like I said, it distributes the skills, player skills throughout the league, and the league will grow. Right now, we've got, I think, 18 teams. I think that's what I read this morning, if my memory serves, which, I don't know. It's good. I mean, at one point we had 32 teams, but we'll see what happens. The game is free on, what the heck store is it? I can't remember the name of the store. But anyway, you can go and download Hell Let Loose for free. The only thing that I've talked to people in the community that know, the competitive community that know, they're saying that, the entry to getting into comp is so steep now because the game is the meta is so fleshed out. People are so good at understanding how this game works that the new players, they're going to get discouraged. They're going to get shit on because, you're going to run into some seasoned guys that have thousands of hours and have prepped, and it might get frustrating. So we'll see. I'm hoping it does spark some new interest in comp. Anyway, geez, I lost connection to host again. This is crazy. At least OBS is good. Haven't had any problem. You know what I had to do last night? If you guys care, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I had a problem with OBS, obviously, because it's a Guderian stream. But what I did was I uninstalled OBS completely and reinstalled the whole freaking program and redid everything. So I'm happy to report, at least now, I don't see any issues. I was having all types of freezing and, stuff crashing. So I hope, at one point it was audio and now it's freezing. So again, it's always, it's always an interesting time, at least for me. Everybody else seems to not struggle with any of this, but I do. All right, let's see. I want to get back in server. You know what? That's what they're doing. They keep restarting the server. So let me just get back in. And, oh my God, they got a new password? Is that what it is? Hold up. Hold, please. Yeah, let me check this out. Hold up. So, I got a few minutes to just chop it up with you guys. 82nd is a very good team. It's crazy. They've been up and down a lot, mostly up in the last, I'd say, year to year and a half. So Syndicate's in for a really tough fight tonight, or if you're in Europe tonight, or in the U.S., it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or even in the West Coast, it's still morning. So, okay. The password was changed, so. Streamers are always thought of last. I'm only playing with them, though. But for real, though, sometimes we feel like we're... All right, should be loading up. Queue is full. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, who cares? It's Sunday morning for me. Well, afternoon. Hope you guys are enjoying your, whatever it is you're doing. If you're doing, chores or whatever around the house. Now I often see why some streamers just wait till literally the game begins, because if you're trying to time things up with all the things that go on pre-match. Actually, I'm hoping the Orgas, when we run seasonal or APL, that they have to come through, official servers, like run by the tournament itself, so the streamers don't have any of this, jockeying around looking for passwords last minute. Is the admin camera working, etc. There's a lot of checks that you got to do pre-match. But anyway, I will be joining allies, or no. I'll be casting from the ally side. Let me get that straight. Okay. So we're going to get one more official flip, that is. But I'm just going to join some rando squad. Whoever this dude is. And just to let you guys know, MS is a team that Syndicate is partnering with for this seasonal. And like I said on my stream last night, they are a little bit of TL, some of the best players from TL, the tankers. We got a shooter in Bloody Nine who's a quality player. I'm sure there's a bunch of others. I don't want to leave anybody out. But also they're getting players from Extreme Dinosaurs. So let's just say they're pretty stacked in terms of like just not only just talent but depth as well. So my guess, in spite of losing last night, they're still going to do very well, very, very well in the upcoming seasonal. And it's going to be exciting because I think they really have a chance. As good a chance as they've ever had of beating, WTH or a Spree. And side note, I cast a match that was done internally. And when they took on WTH, Syndicate did, what was it, last weekend, and beat them 3-2. A pretty convincing win on SME, I believe. So, do they have the ability? Sure. I mean, was it a scrim? Did everyone, the best roster show up possible? Maybe not, but I mean, it just gives them motivation, I guess. If you think you can win, it does a lot for confidence. But anyway, we're gonna transfer this bad boy over into the live scene. Yeah, that took a hell long time to load up. That's kind of crazy. All right, so train station is our midpoint here. Let's just go take a quick peek at that. All right, so as I said earlier, it's very laney. If you look, that whole entire row of tracks is lanes for tanks to shoot. And the Inf has these little backyards here, some trench work, a few hedgerows, to work yourself into the strong point itself. If you're coming from the south, the southern half. If you're north, you've got all of the area in and around. And this is the church. So the way comp is played, you're going to see guys out here, working to control the map. Because you definitely need to control the 5 if you want to have train station. Irregardless if Ruins is the next point. It could be the point down here. You're still going to want to maintain control, at least up to the church, possibly even all the way up to Canal Crossing, which is here in the F4. Jump on my boy Choxy. Joxy's a pretty damn good shooter. He'll probably squad lead today. Just working it. What do we got in terms of player count? We've got all 100 here. So, the official flip will be coming momentarily. And I don't have a message quite yet as to what squad I'll be joining. I didn't get a Discord notification yet, but there's one of our tankers, Sneaky. He's an old golfer / syndicate maybe he made Syndicate. I don't know. He was one of the guys that played for Extreme Dinosaurs, and he'll be tanking, probably with Dabs and Guerrilla Tactics. Those guys will be in a tank together. And yeah, while we're here, why don't we just check the roster and see who's actually playing? Athens last night was commanding. He might be in a tank today. I think he'll be in a tank today. Okay, there it is. Live on Flip. There's our notification. Haggard. Reason. He's a old DC guy. Also, I have to do the point layout. All I know is train station. So let me get in an armor squad, because usually what they do is they stick me in an armor squad. Holy shit, the Templeton. That's an OG right there. I don't want to get in those. I would say I want to get in this one here. Let's keep that roll. Jump in the southern. Holy shit. Can't even get spawned in there, dude. Oh, here we go. And you can hear the sound of the nodes going up. And then they immediately redeploy. So yes, Mr. Dabs, Shatax will be commanding. But quick, go over rules real quick. APL, seasonal, HCA, they kind of all follow the same rules. Protected nodes, these are the ones that you just saw being built. They can't be destroyed, so they'll always be generating at plus 60. Tigers only, no Panthers. It's all part of the rules. And the single artillery gun. So whoever the artillery guy is, he'll stay in that gun the entire time. You can't like prep like 2 or 3 other guns and hop guns. Now I got to make sure I don't miss the clock while I jump on with these guys. So yeah, here we go. Let's jump in on the south. So let's lock to these guys real quick. 1 minute to go. Syndicate taking on 82nd Airborne Division. Carentan is our map. Pulling those OPs back down. Oh, and I do need to set up. Maybe I'll do that later. I do have train station set up, but I'm hoping it's a nice burnt, like a 3-2 grind. So I did pick the right squad. We see artillery marks coming up. Templeton will be doing arty today. And unlike yesterday, the clock worked. Beautiful. This is a great start. Let's roll the map out big. Heavy push through the 7 and the 8. Commander dropping supplies, front door on train station. Daddy, our squad leader, might be looking to build a red zone garrison or drop the box for one. Let's just unplug from these guys and see if we can catch a sniper too. Okay, infantry all the way to the south is what you're seeing top of your screen. That's mansion. So you want to control the mansion, which is the bottom part of the sector. Pretty good job. Let's get the map, get an idea. Okay, they're still capping without many bodies inside of the strong point, which is definitely a positive thing for Syndicate right now. Just wait and see how it goes on the point. Now time is getting a little desperate. They're going to start pushing tanks into the point. The light pushing in. Seems to be stuck. Getting hits from Mr. Dew's tank. And I'm thinking, in spite of having both their lights in the point, train station, they're not being able to stop this cap. Oh, they just did right now. Temporary. So they're all in, but they're losing. At some point, you got to just... You just got to accept, because you're going to get all your squad leaders burnt out of their OPs. So I think at this point... My God, another late contest. This is crazy. Wow. What a great hold by 82nd. They're really fighting tooth and nail to hold this. But I don't think they can't hold on any longer. First blood goes to Syndicate 3-2 on train crossing. Train station. How about that? Train station. Let's pull up map. Two lights are down south, looking to gain control of mansion. This is mansion right here. Area to the north. Syndicate's holding that nice line to the south with gas. Haggard anchoring map edge. Not letting anybody get in and flank from underneath. Both lights are shelling HE. Basically denying all 82nd Inf entry into the compound. Dew going all the way south map edge. Not too concerned about the Luxes. Now this is quite interesting. Medium, Sherman. Taking a Rick. Eggs is just waiting, trying to peek that, trying to get an angle. He hears the light vehicle, but he doesn't see it. He's just hoping, you know, will it peek? Nice shot, gets one. Trying to get up and get a second one. Gets both. Doesn't take it out. Unfortunate. great. Excuse me, got a Puma. Another light. Jack's moving in, sensing the advantage. Medium's about to cook this light. Oh, I think he missed the shot. Might give the light another chance to get out. Quick check. Compound, mansion, clear. Robert's in his familiar MG spot. South is definitely under control. The midpoint is going to take time, but Syndicate is making progress. To the north by the church. Flare going out. Not lighting up too much, but enough to lock out the Garrison. Bombing run. 82nd. Let's wait for it. Well placed. I think it's going to get jocks. It's going to get wrecked. But doesn't get any Garrisons. I don't know if they were fishing for one, if they had eyes on one. But there isn't a Garrison on the train station quite yet. They might recess this back somewhere. Kill switch is going to take him out. Nope. Tank does that. Funky Pig. Great spot for that MG. In case you didn't know. Vantage point of this MG is right inside the point. Very difficult to see this guy. Puma's going to hang back, and this is what I was telling you about earlier. Probably just looking to lane hold these long lines here to our front. Any Syndicate imp that tries to even risk going across is going to get cut up. Man looking to bring that supply truck up. So I think at this point, it's management of your team. You got a lot of players south. I mean, you hear it a lot of times when people go over their debriefs. They talk about, you know, I mean, were we too heavy in one position and light in another? It did happen yesterday with Syndicate and Climber. They were a little light in the north, and that folded, and basically losing the tanks at the same time led to the demise and not being able to come back. So, will they, excuse me, will they start rotating? So, Kallstad is locking out Garrison. He's got it satcheled. OG doesn't know it, and this satchel is about to take out the Garrison. That's locked right here. Kallstad recognizes, yeah, there's nothing that can be done about it. His work is done. Go down goes Garrison. OGK, does he have supplies? He does. Gets taken out. Probably was looking to rebuild. And this is important. Again, controlling the north. Recon front door pressure is sick right now. Artillery marks Rooster's head. Gets taken out by, or excuse me, Jackbot gets taken out by Steve. Steve's a hellish shooter. Get right in this shit. Just holding, waiting for his squaddies to show back up. Here comes Swarm. Swarm must know. OP sees it to trade, but OP has definitely been identified. Other news to the north, or excuse me, south. This is south. Infantry comes up on the flare. This is why the 76 is just going to sit, not allow anything to squeak in through the back. Like Jackbot and that OP is still up. They are pushing strong point on train station. Yeah, that's gonna be a battle. Baby Burn commanding. Crank it, the God. Pull map up, get big picture. Always like to see how after the point gets captured, how you push out your sector. Looking good in the 8 for the most part. Front door, you know, not so great right now. Syndicate is definitely being pushed. Jackbot's had that OP there for quite a while. Wow. Zuli with the rocket. I don't know if that burned out the OP. That is Swarm's OP. Oh my God. And took out the OP. That's a big win right there. The game within the game. And look at these guys just scattering all over the place. Looking to take that space. Pushing through the strong point. See if we get some of this tank play. still out there. That is not what we're interested in. This airhead play could pay dividends for 82nd. Where exactly is it? It is just right here. Just outside of the strong point. Richie B. Not sure if he knows it's there. Did it just get... I think it just got wiped. And hello to everybody in chat. Outttimer, how's it going, dude? Glad to see you on the cast. The delay, Lucas, is 15 minutes. So Lucas has done a nice job. So we've got Mr. Dew in the distance, sitting on Mansion, and Tiger hoping, praying the 76 just slides over here beyond that hedgerow. But it's just a waiting game at this point. And Syndicate doesn't have to rush tanks in. Infantry's doing a fine job of just controlling the sector. Unlike last night. Last night, multiple times, tanks had to bail out Inf. Not the case tonight, or this afternoon. Big 80-second bomb run by Baby Burn doesn't get the inf he was looking for. Shout out to Kendrick. Gotta show Castle love. In there with the engineer kit. Taking down, looks like, shot in on Mr. Dew's tank. He's gonna kite, has a repair station, so he's okay. Now the Tiger is moving. Big ballsy play out in the open. Clicker, Decisive, and Clover. Now Ash showing. That's not good. Precision strike. It's not Syndicate's friend. Last night gets the, oh my God, gets the repair station. And the Tiger gets the 76. So Tiger sitting in the soft cap of train station. Obviously going to allow Swella Boy and the Inf to get in, or at least start to put pressure on this back line. So we'll keep it here for the moment. It's going to be, obviously you're not going to take out the Tiger from a frontal, so it's going to turn the armor against the Inf. It's in the middle of an open field, so this Tiger is going to stay here and just continue to shell whatever it can. So we'll keep an eye on the south, because if Swella Boy gets a full squad, takes out our sniper Reason, and then can start making their way to Mansion. That's going to basically redirect all this traffic that you see on the point, train station, thinning the line somewhat. Quick pull of the map. How we doing, tanks? We got a heavy to the west. So 2-to-1 advantage if I'm counting correctly. No, well, there's one here. That's a medium. Heavy take advantage right now for 82nd. Tiger opting to stay away from the town area, and I think that's a wise choice. So many places you can get satcheled. So meat grind, they call it. Anybody that's on the point, train station, defending, this is all meat grind. So they're going to continue to battle to hold that front line. Now here's your flank. Not even a flank, that's a front door push. Warhammer, OGK. So it's a tactic that everybody uses. You get a front door garrison, put a little bit of pressure. You've already got Richie B and Czar. If 82nd overextends, you know, they're going to start to see cap progress on their fourth point. And the whole goal is to pull as many players as you can from 82nd off the front line. We're just going to park it here for a second. That coffee, done renting it. Holy cow. Morning coffee. Crazy. Assuming I didn't miss too much, but let's just get the recap. We just crossed the 30-minute mark off the start. Syndicate came out. Very clean opener. Nothing sniped that I caught. And basically captured the point with little to no resistance. Toward the end, right before Syndicate capped, 82nd did contest quite a few times. We're holding on by a thread, but ultimately lost. And been basically sitting here, 3-2 for the last 20 minutes. Syndicate has done a really nice job of stretching the front line all the way now up to where Canal Crossing is. And we're seeing Viking run his squad and 2 bodies that have been in the strong point looking to get that redeploy. See this right here? They're looking to pull some of the guys from the front line off and force them to redeploy. So this is where managing your numbers is really important. Now that 4th point was contested. Okay, rail crossing. Syndicate's 4th attacking. And the goal is to allow Gas, Press F, Eggs, Smurf, all these guys get an opportunity now to push out this front door here, which they're doing lovely, and get into the red. And if they can do that, they're looking for garrisons. I mean, we've got OP right there below. 100 supply, maybe garrison somewhere tucked in one of these backyards. MG just laying hay, fudgy, or funky. But that's brought the front line a little further for Syndicate. They were having a difficult time clearing 82nd out. Let's see what Haggard's got today. Reload that Garand. Get a shot from all over. EK, kill switch. Kill switch didn't have to do anything. Wow. Recon eliminated. Now the hunt for Garrison begins. Killed probably one of the best Shift W dudes in this damn game. Plays this game very aggressive, smart player. It's that gel man. Had the drop. So close to the OP. This is Hell Let Loose competitive. There's no time to sit around. You got to keep pressing that space. Yeah, AB Titan, I hear you, man. Hoping everything goes well with the reinstall of OBS. So as the front line does push out, make sure your back line is tight and the communication is sound. Commander trying to coordinate that back line. He's already got the inf marked with an OP. Storming goes down. Flares up. Let's rotate over to the offensive side. Now Viking, I believe, had Garrison. Oh, he's up top. Let's get in with the flank. Throw down that toe popper. Yeeting that grenade over the top of the roof. See if these boys are going to eat. Just a quick check of the map. Don't want to miss any of the fun stuff. Too heavy sitting south of train. Front door is doing front door things. I'm sure it's nothing. These flankers never get the love, man. I gotta do a better job of showing the flank the love. Bombing run. Check and see if any of these garrisons go down. That's the most important part. When you hear bombing run, if you see garrisons go down, to me that's an effective bombing run. You want to deny your enemy the ability to spawn. These guys are front dooring it right in. Satcheling the Belgian gate that was built. That's a 30-second fuse. Baby Burn is back there. Does he get anybody? Get Prank? He got one. Satchel should be going off any second now. Any second. No time to wait. Baby Burn definitely knows back door is compromised. OGK might be Prank Squad, I'm not sure. Let's get a check on that. G, that's Viking. Forehammer. Elevated positions. Here comes gas. And kill switch. Clav with the MP40. Having supplies. Oh, that sucks. He had the box in his hand. Now we can just sit right here because this is big. I mean, look, cap progress already starting. Viking coming. Prankster got the satchel. Needs to get it on this damn barbed wire. Or who knows, maybe you just keep it there. Because now they both can't get next to one another. Prank's gonna try it. I'm waiting for the full redeploy now on rail crossing. Because I might have to change this up. I'm waiting for this big respawn. One squad leader. Verdena. Everybody's out here. I'm going to have to pull this off. Hang on a second. Might have to switch this up to rail crossing, which I'm going to do. Because we might be looking at a 4-1 bombing run from Syndicate. Southern half of the strong point. This is looking really, really good. 4-1 is definitely in reach. Come on, Sin. Get bodies in there. What are we working off of? Got a front door garrison. Big satchel play. All the buildables are gone. Kill switch is still in there. OGK, Haggard. Man, this is Bloody Nine. Bloody Nine lost his gun battle, but this is a full... I want to see Syndicate run this. Full commit. Go for it, guys. Go for it. Send them. You had the airhead. Drop it. But here... Wow. Almost caught 82nd sleeping. Almost. Baby Brown strafe up the alleyway. Doesn't get fake. But it does look like Synd is going for it. I mean, they are sending... Swarm, a squad leader. It's this Garrison, right? Where is this Garrison? That's the Garrison. Where exactly is it? Hiding just southeast of rail crossing. Tiger tank pulled on defense. Yeah, and I guess it's at this point you're full committing because 80 seconds full committing. You can't half-ass it. You got to go all in. And it does look like they are going for it. Hell, bro. Lightcher. Come on, boys. Bring the cavalry. Let's go for it. You know, and if I'm OGK, he knows strong point clear. For the most part, he might be telling the guys, hey, go hunt that Garrison. They have to have a Garrison somewhere. It's not on the point proper. It's, where the heck is Garrison? It was right... Oh yeah, I'm tripping. It's right there. Jeez, couldn't find it. They're still pushing it. Wow. The whole squad got wiped, getting crossfire. OP gets burnt out. Okay, at this point, you're calling off the attack. You know, good try. You know, it forced 80 seconds at the throw. All the tanks in. Full redeploy on the defensive half. Now, Syndicate needs to get that Garrison back up in the 5. Get that immediate front door pressure. Because right now you're just working off OPs. That's not enough. They've got tank and Garrison sitting... What was it? Somewhere southeast? It was somewhere over here. Or over here somewhere. Alright. Let's get into the shit now. The big macro plays are over. Richie B. I ran out of bullets. Just trying to dance. Might have been the quickest reload. This kid's a shooter. Haggard earning that paycheck, getting two. Yeah, the boys are pushing. You know, they took a tough L last night. I think today they're out for blood. Clear sailing for these guys. Lightcher has to see him. Gets out of the way of that spray. Keep filling. Yeah. Tiger doing what he should do, ass up against the back of the brick wall. Unless he's got a shot, he knows gas is in there. Gas is about to... Gas is any... Does he have anything left in that? And I mean, look, we are right on the point. Gas is in the house. 2 squad leads, plus gas. Yeah, and this is where communication is so important, because you can't, as a commander or whoever leads, you can't truly push off the point until you know for a fact that your area is clean. So, look, it's drawing guys back to the strong point, gel man and rest, and it's giving other players an opportunity to flank around. Felt that. Holy shit, Evo. Okay, we got another Garrison. Okay, so identified by command accurate. Sometimes you just want to know where it is and just camp it while you search for the other Garrison and hit them all at once. Because if you take it, then they will rebuild it, and then you're on that search again looking for Garrison. But if you can camp it, they're either going to remove it, rebuild it somewhere else. Check of the point. Again, OPs. 1, 2 on the point. 3. This Inf coming up from the south, airhead. Very conservative airhead. I don't know if that's drawing your bodies off too deep. But once again, a real threat. And it's probably going to require tanks to move up. Tanks to the rear. 1 Tiger. 2 Tigers. Sitting in the rear. On the bridge. Once again, we'll do the recap. We're a little late. We're just a little bit beyond halfway. And a nice clean start by both teams. Syndicate comes out. Takes rail crossing, or excuse me, train station off the start reasonably comfortably. A late contest by 82nd, but no real big threat. And they did a nice job boxing out. It did take them a little while. There were moments where 82nd was getting cap progress on the mid. But I want to say at the 30-minute mark, Syndicate had complete control of train station and have now been putting pressure the second 30 after they boxed out, spread out the map, and they had map control all the way up and down, all the way up as far as Canal Crossing. And now they're starting to flood guys in. They've got that front door garrison. We've got bodies behind, so it's going to take a while for 82nd to clear out this threat, because this isn't just, you know, one whammo garrison that's up. I mean, they've got multiple OPs up. A front door attack garrison, which is right here. This squad just spawned in, putting instant pressure. And this is significant here. Let's roll this around. Now the 76 is backing up. It does have imp support. The two Tigers are sitting in the I column, I5. So we'll keep our eye on that. But this is what you got to worry about, the counter. Now 82nd is trying to break out. And where? Let's get our bearings here. So the train station is here. Yeah, very interesting. They're electing to go quite a bit south. So this is where a bulk of this inf is from 82nd. I guess they're trying to push across the 6 and not worrying about the front door as much. Lucas is calling the 82nd comeback. Hey man, it's possible. I mean, Syndicate last night was comfortably in the lead for an hour, and that precision strike took out. Let's see if we can follow that. Didn't catch any explosions. So Daddy Squad, Tommy Squad to the north, rushing in. That's it. You got an unobstructed pathway into rail crossing, and 82nd is trying to push out the 6. If these guys don't continue pushing, you're going to get caught out of position. If Syndicate can wrap behind rail crossing, and then they'll be walking, basically retreating into Syndicate's kill zone. So let's run with this group though. See how far they get. EK holding that. Dan, Tetris. Should be Tetris. Yeah, things are a lot more fluid. I mean, the front line is evolving. I mean, this is not your typical box out and wait and sit on your 3-2. Squad leads are trying to punch through the front line. is this Chalk Squad? Hold up, let me see. Yes, this is Chalk Squad. MS Gas. Velati. Back over on Rail Crossing. Daddy Squad from the north on this Garrison here. I told you they got an unobstructed run in there. T has his OP. Yeah, front door again. Literally unrelenting. Now, danger for 82nd. Again, the guys are out of position, not knowing how bad the strong point. Syndicate can get into a little bit better position, get some crossfire on these guys running back from the south. Got Airhead. Syndicate Airhead. We're gonna watch this. Look for the blueprint. They've got Inf to protect it, and is it in a good spot? Oh my God, it's a cherry spot. Oh my goodness, this is gonna get off. Daddy's out there looking. Oh shit, is that their own arty? Bombing run? Syndicate bombing run has to be. Route south. Airhead gets off. Oh shit. Now 82nd needs to pinch back quickly. 82nd countering definitely with their own bombing run. Oh, beautiful. Takes down Airhead, baby burn. But not before Syndicate's able to get off at least one full spawn. We've got Smurf, a squad leader in there. Press the front door. This is where you have to go. Everybody, it's go time. You're 75% capped. You gotta go, you gotta go. Wow, it's desperate. Again, second time, 82nd is really, really getting pressed. That fresh spawn was able to contest. And we're gonna know in the next few seconds if Syndicate can win some gunfights. All you gotta do is just keep it right here. Turn it this way to see where Garrison is. Baby Burn is definitely anchoring that Garrison. Without that Garrison, this point would have already flipped to Syndicate. Probably, yes, that is another Garrison. Garrison right there behind the shed. OGK up on top of the roof. Cleaning clocks from up top. That's a lot of prep. Getting on top of that building. Where is the Syndicate arty? I can't believe they don't know where they're coming from, because if you just check the strong point, there aren't too many places. Syndicate bodies are obviously on the point itself. They are to the north, so there's only one logical, and it's down here. So I want to see this Syndicate arty start raining hell. Point completely secured, captured by 82nd. Let's Again, Syndicate had it 75% of the way there. So close. That line is further moving up. Just a quick check. Syndicate bodies to the north, wrapping around, front door pressure, looking good. Garrett or OP to the south. Stoner Dog Squad, his OP. Man, these guys are looking pretty good. Pretty good. 82nd can't even think about moving off this time. If they haven't figured it out the first time Syndicate almost capped, they definitely know it now. They have too many squad leads behind. This is the tough. These are the tough alleyway fights. It's kind of crazy how that artillery never kind of makes it in the right spot. Smurf and Zemo will move up. Yeet. Comes grenades. OGK sitting up on top. Shitting on people. Let's go, Zemo. Inside the building now. This is on ruins. OGK playing the Spider-Man role. Oh my God, was that a rocket? Or is that Artie? That might have been Dan, or Don, excuse me. Don might have got in there and ruined OGK's day. Tiger pulling up. Obviously, you're reading off the chevrons when you're inside the cap here, and you're seeing plus body weight in the sector itself. That's prompting the Tiger to move up, support the Inf. Where are Syndicate tanks? Just curious. Are they playing the back line? Interesting. Two heavies. Fuel situation 180. Do we have anything back at the main? Not crude. We got a medium. That's... Hey, shout out to you guys watching. Appreciate you. 25 minutes remain. Actually, we cut 2 minutes off for cap time. We're at about 23 minutes remaining. So this is where things kind of all come together. This is where, you know, the final third of the match gets played, where, you know, all the tanks that you've stacked in defense move up, and you make one big push. Commander artillery, Commander bombing runs, artillery, tanks. I mean, it's all going to come together within the next, I'm going to say, 15 minutes. HE, that was HE from the... Whew. This would be great if there was a precision strike available, but again, being close, so close to the buildings, and the bombing, or excuse me, precision strike not being as precise as they call it. so we'll leave the strong point for now. Jump with Hellbro. Takes out that pesky ass sniper. And that was recon, or it was the recon spotter. And trying to get deep. He's got 100 supply here, so maybe the idea, is to build that red zone. Who knows? You know, goal is to, at this point, get a red zone up because front door is hella right now. Yeah, sniper, you had no chance. Yes, sir, Smoggy Froggy. Syndicate does have some shooters, as well as MS. MS has some hella shooters. We're looking at Gas, arguably. Some say he might be the very best, you know, but definitely in the conversation for best shooters. Haggard, for as much shit as I give him, can shoot it. You know, Chox is a good shooter as well. I mean, Syndicate's got pretty damn good inf. They've always had good inf. This is crazy. Tiger's up. We have one back in the waiting somewhere. Do not. Where is Syndicate tanks? Okay, sneaky. Athens. Okay. Now we're starting to see some more magic. Another bombing run, airhead combo. This might not be as good. It's on the wrong side of the wall. Oh, press F with the late save. Takes down Gentleman. Ah, shit. MK. EK. Another big play. Avoids the bombing run. Then he put a... Okay, dumped the grenade on it and ran away. Okay. It's a nice play by him. That would have been huge if they were able to get that airhead off a second time. Tiger full retreating it back into the... Oh my God, Satchel on the building. Beautiful play in a second. Oh, Tiger was satcheled. The call out had to happen for Syndicate. Now, where is the tank? Is he going to push front door? Does it want... I wouldn't even get in there. Too risky. Might want to stay out wide by the rail. And basically, that's pretty much where 82nd's been spawning most of its players and rushing them into these MGs, Robo, trying to get into positions to support the inf. He's on top of the crane. This is something that always annoyed me about this shit. I don't know why, but whatever. He's basically looking to contain anything from getting further south. He swings the gun around. Well, they know he's there. Gigs up. 7-6. Moving up. Big play. Remember, if you put them together, not too tight, you lose both like last night. But, man, this is big. I mean, Syndicate's like, F it, let's go. Risking it late in the match, you know, for that 4-1. We got a Rick. Oh, but he gets the... Is that Tiger gone? No, that was an AT gun. That Tiger doesn't even realize Syndicate has 2 tanks in the alley. So, yeah. And that bombing run combination was used on the airhead. So we have a 10-minute cooldown period for the next bombing run. This is crazy. I'm not sure I'm digging tanks being up this far in the alleyway. Boy, putting a lot of faith in your inf and not get close. I mean, because this 76 is stationary. It really can't do much. You can only go forward and back. The other 76 is going to protect it from getting HE'd. I guess it's good. I think it's great that it just parks right there. I would actually back up. I don't know. I want that gun out. Either way, can we just talk about the inf now? Just nerve chucking grenades. South. That must be the new Garrison inside the factory compound somewhere. No, that is an OP spawn. Where is this Syndicate artillery? And if Feisty could get eyes on that Garrison, I mean, I'm calling it. It's over. Protecting that Garrison. If she could somehow work it around. It's vacated. Oh, let's be sneaky. Oh my goodness. Anyway, back to the real shit right here. Syndicate is going to pull this off. They're going to lose it anyway. Sneaky doesn't even, or excuse me, Feisty doesn't even have to worry about it because there's your 4-1 cap for Syndicate. They've been working for damn near an hour on this, and they finally get it. Wipes out the Garrison. That was a German bombing run, or excuse me, precision strike. Not this time. Hearing that Tiger coming up. Too little, too late. We're already on 5th. They have a front door. Oh my goodness, this is going to happen. It's going to be a 5-0. You can't stop this wave. This is GG. Holy shit, that was quick. Let's get over. Oh man. La Maison des Ormes. Crazy. It's all in. Now, in terms of time, Syndicate has a substantial lead in cap. So at this point, if you're defensive, As long as that cap's going, everything's good. It's just how long, if 82nd can contest before you start to send guys back to your fourth point. Because this could get flipped on its head real quick. Just ask TL in last year's seasonal against the Polish veterans. But it's not going to happen today, boys and girls. This is going to come down. We're about to call this GG after a hell of a fight. For about an hour and 20 minutes. A 5-0 victory for Syndicate. Just well played. Let's get our commander. Very efficient game. 3,000 build score, 323 on the kill or combat effectiveness. Nice plays by Hagrid. Richie B. Richie B is just solid, man. Every game I've ever seen this guy play in, he puts up consistent numbers. I'm sure Kill Switch, when I get over there, will have big numbers. Let's just get through this whole... You asked me how I became a level 7. Just cast. Worst? Yeah. The MGs weren't really called on. Now, that's big. Tanks, $2,000. That's a decent, you know. It's always been $3K, but tanks weren't really called on that much. But let's get the other half before we lose all this. Very nice. Okay, and now, drum roll. Can we get back into the studio without everything going bad? We'll find out in the next second. Here we go. Oh my God, it's clean. It's freaking clean. Reinstalling OBS, man. I'm hoping that was the thing that needed to get done. But wow. So there it is. Final 5-0. I mean, that was a really tough match. Don't get it twisted. That 3-2 over the mid train station went on for quite a while, and many times you could tell Syndicate was working hard to not have that front door collapse. But yeah, after about the 45-minute mark, the second half of that match, they really started to assert dominance. I think it was that one play where they again, remember, if you're throwing guys on their fourth defending point, it kind of screws everything up because people have to change tactically what they were going to do, and 82nd didn't maybe understand or realize how big of a threat was on their back line, so they would push out, and then Syndicate would spawn in, and you know they caught him. They caught him basically extending too far without cleaning out the back line, and that's generally how you lose points. The tanks for 82nd did a nice job of holding that. I mean, because I think it was twice Syndicate had that fourth point to about 75%. Third time was a charm. They were able to get that, and then because 82nd went so heavy on that fourth, they were full commit. They didn't even think about the fifth point at that moment, and the game ended relatively quickly after fourth point dropped. I mean, almost instantaneous actually. So GGs to both teams. Both are getting ready for, like I said, seasonal. That's going to be dope. I guarantee it. And what else do we have? In terms of schedule coming up, I'd have to check and see what's coming up. I do believe they're going to be playing Esprit de Corps, the perennial #1 Hell Let Loose team, seasonal champs, APL champs, HCA champs. So who knows? Are they ready for the big challenge? Well, we're going to find out in a week. I think they're playing next week. I'm not sure the day, if it's Saturday or Sunday. Most likely it'll be a Sunday because that's when people are available. Again, last night when we played Climber, we didn't get the players that we had today. So I think this is close to what the roster will look like come seasonal time. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see when Syndicate has their top roster going against a Spree and just, how they're going to match up. So I think it's going to be a pretty damn good match, actually. I think a Spree knows that, and they're going to be prepared. I mean, they've always had the target on their back. So, anybody that can beat a Spree, man, it's a big win. So we'll see what happens, though, in about a week. But anyway, that'll about do it. Thank you guys for joining the stream today. I guess we'll catch you on the next one, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Peace.